So, today we're going to dive into a really fascinating story. It's all about education, opportunity, and a vision that completely transformed a community, really from the ground up. We are talking about Namal University, and believe me, it is a truly unlikely institution. And this question gets right to the heart of the whole story. I mean, think about it for a second. Most of the top-tier universities you can name are in these big, bustling cities, right? So why on earth would you build one in the rugged, remote landscape of Mianwali, Pakistan? Well, the answer is pretty incredible, and it lies in the very specific problem it was designed to solve. Okay, so first, to really get this, we have to understand the situation in Mianwali. We're talking about a beautiful, picturesque district in Punjab, but historically, it's a region that has faced a pretty tough set of economic and social challenges. At the heart of it all was this huge lack of opportunity. You had young, talented people facing really high unemployment, and it all stemmed from this massive gap between the kind of education they could get locally and the kind of jobs available in the big cities. It created this vicious cycle of hardship, which led to what we call a brain drain, where all the brightest local talent felt they had no choice but to leave. But what if you could flip that script? What if you could bring world-class education to the talent instead of forcing the talent to pack up and leave? Now that was the powerful idea behind what would eventually become Namal University. So how do you take a vision like that and turn it into an actual, real-life college? And what's just incredible is how fast this all happened. The idea was born back in 2002, and it came from just observing what was happening on the ground. By 2005, they land this crucial partnership with the University of Bradford in the UK, which gave it instant academic street cred. Just 3 years after that, boom, the doors opened to the very first class. And by 2019, it wasn't just a college anymore. It had grown into a full-fledged, degree-awarding institute. It's really a story of incredibly rapid and focused development. Okay, so we've got the why and the when, but what about the how? How does Namal actually work? What's the secret sauce that makes this model so different? Let's take a look at the blueprint. You see, at its core, Namal isn't just a university. It's a social enterprise. The whole model is built on two key ideas. First, social inclusivity, meaning where you come from or how much money your family has should not be a barrier. And second, long-term sustainability. And let me tell you, the numbers behind this mission are seriously powerful. Get this, over 90% of the students at Namal come from humble backgrounds, and they study on scholarships. This isn't some small side program. This is the fundamental DNA of the entire university. The goal is simple. Find the brightest minds, period, regardless of their ability to pay. But it's not just about getting in the door. It's about the quality of the education once you're there. A teacher-to-student ratio of 1 to 12? I mean, that's remarkable. That means smaller classes, more one-on-one attention, and a real focus on mentorship. It's a world away from those packed anonymous lecture halls you see elsewhere. They're making sure this opportunity is a genuinely high-quality one. And the curriculum itself is so strategic. Think of it like a tree with two main branches. On one side, you've got these programs reaching out into the global tech industry. We're talking high-demand fields like electrical engineering and computer science. But on the other side, you have a branch that's deeply connected to the local community, agribusiness. And this program is specifically designed to modernize the region's farming economy with things like precision agriculture and new supply chain tech. It's brilliant. Okay, a great model on paper is one thing, but what about the results? Has this whole experiment actually worked? Let's measure the real-world impact, both on the students and on the region itself. The transformation is just stark. Before Namal, if you were an ambitious young person in Mianwali, your path was pretty much set. You had to leave home for the city. But now, there's a direct pipeline to high-end corporate jobs, with graduates landing roles at top software companies and global tech firms. Instead of that brain drain we talked about, we're actually seeing a brain gain, with graduates coming back to modernize local industries. It's a complete 180 on the old dynamic. And if you want the ultimate proof, the final validation of this model, here it is, a graduate employment rate of over 90%. That single number tells you everything. It shows that these students aren't just walking away with a degree, they are building real careers. They're graduating with the exact skills that the modern economy is desperate for. And while the mission started local, its reach has become truly national. Students are now coming from more than 70 districts from every single province of Pakistan. Can you imagine? This creates an incredibly diverse and vibrant campus culture, bringing all these different perspectives together in this one unique rural setting. But hold on, the story doesn't stop there. Not even close. The vision for Namasal was always way, way bigger than just one university. So what's next? What does the future hold? The grand plan is the Namal Knowledge City, and the idea is to build an entire academic ecosystem around the university. I mean, picture this, a massive 1,000-acre self-sustaining town, totally dedicated to learning and innovation. We're talking research centers, tech parks, even schools for the next generation. It is an unbelievably ambitious vision for the future. And this quote just perfectly captures the founding mission, doesn't it? Everything they've done, from that very first classroom back in 2008 to the massive blueprint for a future city, it has all been about one thing: bridging that gap and proving that excellence has nothing to do with geography. So all of this leaves us with a really powerful final question. Namal has proven that it's possible to build a world-class center of excellence in a remote area, reversing brain drain and creating incredible economic opportunity. So is this just one university's success story? Or could the Namal model be a blueprint, a roadmap for empowering rural communities all over the world? Now, that is a compelling idea to think about.